Hello and welcome to Heavy Metal Rex. My name is Wace, and today we're going to be talking about lips. This lip? No, not that lip. I'm talking about that wing. So this is actually, for transparency's sake, this is a sponsored video by Aeroflow Dynamics. They reached out to me and wanted to send me some aero. I did have a conversation with them about what my future plans are here, especially here in St. Louis, because I have a lot of shows that I will be going to here in a few months, actually. And you guys already know, I'll be honest, I'm not, there is not an infinite amount of bankrolling happening behind me. So I was like, you know what? This is something I need. Let's do it. I have no problem with that, but I just wanted to say that just to be honest, up front. So what they did send me was their V2 front lip, which I originally did want to get. Actually, what I had seen a couple of months ago, actually, was the JDM Muscle actually had posted, they had these color matched entire aero kit for, front lip, side skirts, and rear spats, and I thought that was really cool. So I was like, you know what, eventually what I'll do is I'll get one piece at a time and I'll just paint it myself. So this finally is the catalyst for me to finally start doing that. Now, I hope that the camera angle doesn't bother you guys too much. I'm actually trying something a little bit different for these unboxings, is just having it in first person mode, so I can have my hands. I can have my hands free. Overall, the packaging is actually pretty good. I like all these little, this feels good. This feels really good. And of course, everything came clean. I did open this and I had this in my dining room for like a day and a little dust got on it, but that's, I've got cloth out here to clean up. Overall, the finish is really good. Like you never really know when this stuff gets delivered to you, like, is everything gonna be okay? And again, like, besides the dust, it is very, very shiny. So it does come in three pieces. We've got the left side, the right side, and here we got the center. Here we go. And the way that it's connected is you actually screw it into these sections right here. This gets plugged in. Oh, well, I guess I have to flip it this way. This gets plugged in right here like that. And they do have provided hardware to go ahead and screw that in. Once it's screwed in, we've got some self-tapping screws that we will use to screw this in. It does have right here. It does have indentations on where to screw it into the bottom of the bumper. Shouldn't be a problem. I mean, this actually should be one of the easiest installs I do. You guys have seen, it seems like when I do installations, they tend to take a little bit longer than the manufacturer's recommended time. Anyway, the car is just sitting here. I'm probably gonna do something. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Either put it on jacks or maybe just take it up. I have Rhino ramps. I might just put it on Rhino ramps. I think that should be more than enough room. Anyway, let me get the car up on Rhino ramps and we'll get started. Now that we've got everything where we want it to be, we're gonna start putting this together. Now, I will say, it's very sunny outside, but it is a deceptive day. It's very cold. It's supposed to be 50, but the wind is picked up quite a bit. And so it's very cold. And some of you who are in the northern states, you probably already know this, but there's been crazy snowstorms all over the place. And now I'll be thankful we didn't get any of it, but I was a little worried. All right, so to put this together, I want to show you from the top. Oh my goodness. So you can see where the indent is, and that's how it's supposed to be. And all I will do is turn this over, and it's got two on both sides, just some Phillips head screws. Really easy. Okay. I guess what I should do is, that's actually a lot smarter. I don't know what I was doing earlier. So just stand it up. This way you can kind of push it down a little bit so you get solid fitment. Very smart. Now, when you do the other one, you can't push it down because now you have a lip. You have a thing on the other side. Great. Let's see how we're going to do this. It is cold. My hands are cold. And I'm not a person who likes the cold. I actually prefer it to be a little warm. I've lived in a lot of states, and most of them have been warm states, you know, Texas and Florida. All right. Be as far as I can push it. Oh, goodness. Hold it together. USB, tighten it down. Flip over, make sure it looks good. Yep, that looks good. So there it is. That's how it's going to look. Oh, I forgot to grab something. I know I have some painter's tape, but I also have some double-sided tape. So let me go grab that real quick. Okay, so here's what my plan is. I've got some masking tape, and I can use that. I guess I don't have any painter's tape. And I got some double-sided tape. So what I was thinking of doing was maybe putting some double-sided tape on just some random locations, maybe the corners and back here, because that's what's going to be sticking to the car, just so I can hold it up. First, I'm just going to give this a little, you know, all that dust off. And I got a cat, so I got some cat hair on here. All right, and I did kind of put it up, and it looks good, but I will use some of this, if this even works. I'm only going to put just like little tabs, nothing big. So like right here, just to kind of help it stay up. Giggity. Now, I do need to make sure I don't put it where, yeah, I'm putting it exactly where the screws go. So don't put it where the screws go. If you want to do this, this is not something you have to do. This is something I want to do just because I'm a little paranoid like that. And it doesn't hurt, you know, having a little bit extra support, it couldn't hurt. Not that like when you screw this down, it's going to fly away. I highly doubt that. I mean, it's going to be screwed in as tight as I can make it. So that's not a problem. I think this more so if my masking tape doesn't work, this will actually help me just install this, make this a little bit easier for me to install. And honestly, it may not. This idea may not work at all. I don't know. Now I have to spend this whole time trying to take this double-sided, this siding off the double-sided tape. All right, all the pieces are off, and now I'm going to go ahead and align this and stick it up, and I'll see if I need to use any masking tape. I'm not 100% sure. I don't have any stools or anything. I know I saw Joey do that. He had like a stool on the right-hand side, and he had it propped up, which is a really smart idea, but I just don't have anything like that. So I'm just going to, let's say I'm going to wing it. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and try to line this up as I can and hope that my tape does its job. And it seems to be doing it. It's doing it. Look at that. That actually looks really good. Oh my God. That looks a lot, I guess because I don't have much of a concept of what Aero looks like or is supposed to look like. Let me show you. That actually looks really good. Oh no, not smart. Okay, so it took me a minute to find like exactly what I needed to mock this up. My masking tape didn't work. My double-sided tape didn't work. So I remembered that this is the Gorilla tape I used to secure the microphone on the back of the bumper. So as you can see, it actually looks really good. Fitment's really good. I mean, of course, don't ignore those gaps because, I mean, the screws are going to go in there. But this is just what it looks like right now. And it looks really good. My suggestion is, as you're doing this, make sure that it's straight. You want to just keep double checking that you're not aligning it crooked or anything like that. That's what I'm doing, is with each screw, I'm just checking that it is perfect. Or as perfect as I'm going to get it. All right, the work is done, and honestly, I gotta say, that looks good. That looks really good, and it was super easy to install. I am usually wary about these things. It's really shiny. It is definitely gloss. I know people that have had this bezel taken out and put the gloss version of it. I would suggest to you that if you are gonna get some of these kits, that you do get a gloss version of this. But the way that it looks right now, especially on white, it looks great. Let me pull it out into the sun so you can see exactly how shiny it is. It looks really good. I'll be honest, I was a little worried because, you know, I'm not crazy on cosmetic stuff, but this actually looks really, really good. It's shiny, but it's not bad, and it fits just perfectly. I mean, obviously, I expect it to, but this is pretty cool because this is like a real YouTuber moment for me because they gave me a coupon code and everything. So if you guys actually go to their website and order one of these, you can use code HEAVYMetalREX to save 5%. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that it was informative and maybe you liked some of the parts. I think that it actually looks really good. This is the first bit of aero I've ever put on any car. So I'm thankful for Aeroflow Dynamics for sending out the part. And like I said, all the information will be in the description down below. One thing that I will change, and I'm going to be honest with you guys about this, is my plan originally is to have aero all around the bottom, but to have it paint matched. Now I know we've talked about fenders and bumpers paint matching, but I think that contrast of having everything white on the bottom would actually look really badass. So if you guys want to see that video, that's going to be coming probably this weekend. I might end up actually painting this, and I've got some side skirts that I'm going to be painting as well, so stick around.